When we hear the name Black Wall Street, our minds often go straight to the Greenwood district in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We remember its incredible prosperity and the heartbreaking tragedy of its destruction. But let me tell you, that is not the whole story. Not by a long shot. Across America, there were other brilliant hubs of Black excellence, other Black Wall Streets that rose up, shining bright with ambition and determination. These were not just isolated pockets of success. They were powerful networks of community, built from the ground up by people who dared to dream of a better future for themselves and for generations to come. These stories have been hidden in the shadows for too long. These districts were beacons of hope in an era defined by overwhelming adversity. They were born out of necessity, a bold response to the harsh realities of segregation and systemic discrimination. When the doors of the mainstream economy were slammed shut, our ancestors did not just knock. They went out and built their own doors. They created self-sustaining ecosystems where Black dollars could circulate within the community, empowering businesses, funding schools, and building wealth. These were more than just business districts. They were vibrant, thriving neighborhoods where culture, community, and commerce came together in a beautiful symphony of Black achievement. The spirit of these places was one of undeniable strength and resilience. Imagine walking down a street where every shop, every bank, every theater was owned and operated by people who looked just like you. The sense of pride must have been absolutely electric. It was a powerful statement that said, "We are here, we are capable, we will not be denied." This was economic independence in its purest form, a declaration of self-worth that echoed through the brick-and-mortar foundations of every building. It's a chapter of our history that deserves to be shouted from the rooftops, celebrated for its ingenuity. Understanding these other Black Wall Streets is crucial because it paints a much broader picture of Black history in America. It shows us that the spirit of Greenwood was not an anomaly. It was part of a nationwide movement. It demonstrates a pattern of incredible entrepreneurship and collective action that has always been a cornerstone of our journey. From the East Coast to the South, these communities forged their own paths, creating legacies of empowerment that continue to inspire us. It is time to pull back the curtain and give these hidden jewels the spotlight they have always deserved, honoring the visionaries who built them. Let's journey to Durham, North Carolina, a city that earned the powerful nickname, capital of the Black middle class. At the heart of its success was Parrish Street, a dynamic hub of Black-owned businesses. This was the home of titans like the North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance Company, the largest Black-owned insurance company in the nation at the time. Founded by John Merrick and Dr. Aaron McDuffie Moore, it became a financial powerhouse. Alongside it stood Mechanics and Farmers Bank, another cornerstone institution that provided the capital Black entrepreneurs needed to launch their dreams. These were not just businesses, they were pillars of the community. Next, we travel to Richmond, Virginia, and the historic Jackson Ward neighborhood. This area was known as the Harlem of the South for its vibrant cultural scene, but it was also a major center of Black commerce. Maggie L. Walker, a true trailblazer, made history here. In 1903, she became the first African-American woman to charter and serve as president of a bank, the St. Luke Penny Savings Bank. Her vision was simple yet revolutionary, to pool the small savings of the community to create a powerful engine for economic uplift. Jackson Ward was a testament to her leadership, a place where Black-owned businesses, from pharmacies to newspapers, flourished under her influence. And of course, we must talk about Atlanta, Georgia, and the legendary Sweet Auburn Avenue. Hailed by Fortune magazine in 1956 as the richest Negro street in the world, this district was a powerhouse of Black enterprise and culture. It was the birthplace of the Atlanta Life Insurance Company, founded by another visionary, Alonzo Herndon. Auburn Avenue was more than a street, it was a destination. It was home to the first Black-owned daily newspaper, the Atlanta Daily World, and a bustling ecosystem of businesses, churches, and social organizations that created a strong, self-reliant community, where Black excellence was the standard, not the exception. These cities, Durham, Richmond, and Atlanta, are just a few examples, but they represent a powerful truth. The story of Black economic power is not confined to one place or one time. It is a rich, diverse tapestry woven by countless individuals and communities across the nation. Each district had its own unique character, its own local heroes, and its own specific industries. But they were all connected by a shared commitment to self-determination and a deep-seated belief in the power of their own community. They built empires of hope that defied the odds and laid a foundation for future generations. So what was the secret sauce? What made these communities so incredibly strong and successful? It all starts with unity. There was a profound understanding that they were all in it together. This was the principle of lifting as we climb. When one business succeeded, it created opportunities for others. When one family prospered, they invested back into the neighborhood. This mutual support system, often formalized through churches and fraternal organizations, created a safety net and a springboard for collective advancement. It was a culture where your neighbor's success was your success, because it strengthened the entire community. Then there was the extraordinary vision of the leaders who spearheaded these movements. People like John Merrick in Durham, Maggie L. Walker in Richmond, and Alonzo Herndon in Atlanta were more than just business owners. They were strategists and nation builders. They saw the bigger picture. They understood that true freedom was inextricably linked to economic independence. Their vision was not just about making a profit, it was about building institutions that would outlast them. They founded banks, insurance companies, and schools to create a self-sustaining economic loop, ensuring that wealth and opportunity would remain within the community. This vision was brought to life through decisive and unwavering leadership. These leaders inspired trust and mobilized their communities toward a common goal. They were masterful at pooling resources, no matter how small. Maggie L. Walker's St. Luke Penny Savings Bank is the perfect example. It was built on the idea that even pennies, when collected and managed with purpose, could grow into a formidable financial force. This leadership was not just top-down, it was nurtured at every level of the community, from the pulpit to the barbershop, creating a shared sense of purpose and responsibility for their collective destiny. Ultimately, the blueprint for success was a powerful combination of these three elements: unity, vision, and leadership. They were the essential ingredients that allowed these communities to overcome immense challenges. They faced redlining, discriminatory laws, and the constant threat of racial violence. Yet, they did not just survive, they thrived. They did it by turning inward, relying on their own talent, their own resources, and their own unbreakable spirit. They built their own tables when they were denied a seat at others, and in doing so, they created a legacy of empowerment that we can all learn from. So why do these stories of Black Wall Streets matter so much right now, in 2026? Because they are a powerful reminder of our inherent strength and resilience. In a world that still presents so many challenges, these histories prove what is possible when we come together with purpose and determination. They are not just stories of past glory, they are a living blueprint for future success. They teach us that economic empowerment is a critical pillar of social justice. The fight for equality has always been tied to the fight for the dollar, for the right to build, to own, and to create generational wealth on our own terms. These legacies challenge the narratives that have often defined Black history solely through the lens of oppression. While we must never forget the struggles, we must also celebrate the triumphs. The stories of Durham, Richmond, and Atlanta show us a history of agency, of innovation, and of incredible business acumen. They remind us that our ancestors were not just victims of circumstance, they were architects of their own destiny. This knowledge instills a profound sense of pride and possibility. It tells us that the spirit of entrepreneurship and community building is embedded in our DNA, a powerful inheritance we carry with us today. The lessons from these districts are incredibly relevant to the challenges and opportunities we face in the 21st century. The call for supporting Black-owned businesses, for investing in our communities, and for creating our own platforms is a direct echo of the principles that built the original Black Wall Streets. In an age of social media and digital commerce, the tools may have changed, but the fundamental vision remains the same: to circulate our resources, to build our own institutions, and to achieve economic self-determination. These stories provide us with a proven model of what works. In the end, the untold stories of these thriving Black business districts are a profound source of hope. They show us that even in the face of the most daunting obstacles, we can build something beautiful, something powerful, and something that lasts. They are a testament to the enduring power of community, the brilliance of our leaders, and the unbreakable spirit of a people who refuse to be defined by limitations. Let us carry these stories forward, not as relics of the past, but as a guiding light for the future we are building today. A future of power, resilience, and boundless hope. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to like and subscribe for more factual stories from our rich history.